There are two things you don't mess with in my world. Race cars are my focus. And yet, standing in my pit, all legs, smirks, and no damn underwear, was as reckless. Too young for me problem with blue eyes sharp enough to cut through steel. I ignored him. I tried to ignore him. Didn't work. Because Jace, apparently that was his name, wasn't just here to watch the race. He was here to mess with me. And I hated that I liked it. Look, I came to Daytona to win. Not to get distracted by twinks in tight pants. I'm laser focused before a race. I don't do interviews, I don't scroll social media, and I definitely don't flirt. That's for post-victory champagne showers. But today, there was him. I was checking tire pressure on my car when I saw a movement out of the corner of my eye. Some kid, barely legal looking, slid past security and strutted into the pit area like he owned the place. Ballsy. He had this cocky smirk, hair flopping perfectly like he just stepped out of a shampoo commercial, and pants so tight they left nothing to the imagination. Nothing. No boxers. I could see the full outline of the goods, and I swear the Florida sun caught it like it was spotlighting him. You lost, kid. I called out mostly to scare him. He grinned, unfazed. Nope. Found exactly what I was looking for. Oh, hell no. He was trouble. The cute, dumb, dangerous kind. I went back to my tires. Too young, I told myself. Too bold, too pretty, too, obviously commando.
Okay. Confession, I snuck into the pit because I wanted to meet him. Mason Cole. Daytona's cockiest driver with the hottest arms I've ever seen in a fire suit. I saw his Instagram once and made a decision. If I ever got within 50 feet of that man, I was shooting my shot. I just didn't expect him to actually talk to me. Or stare at me like he was trying to figure out my fabric-to-flesh ratio. Nice car, I said, leaning casually against the barrier like I wasn't breaking multiple laws. Bet it's fast. It is, he said. But I'm not taking passengers. Ooh, spicy. I don't need a ride, I smirked. Just wanted a closer look under the hood. He raised an eyebrow. That a metaphor, or are you just horny and underage? 21, I said proudly. You can card me if you want to get close. He actually laughed. A full, teeth-showing, head-tilting laugh. God, he was hotter in person. Get out of here before someone reports you, he said. Security's already side-eyeing you like you're about to steal a helmet. But he didn't make me leave. That was win number 1.
I tried to ignore him. I really did. But I swear, every time I looked up, he was there, leaning on a railing, flipping his hair, acting like he was born to be in a GQ spread and not trespassing. After my team walked off to grab lunch, he wandered closer again. You always stare this hard? He asked. I crossed my arms. Only when someone's clearly not wearing underwear. He grinned. No shame. None. They chafe. And honestly, I like the breeze. My brain short-circuited. I cleared my throat. You really have no shame, do you? He shrugged. Why would I? You keep looking. Touché. He leaned on my car like he belonged there. So what's your name, hot stuff? Mason. And you? Jace. Of course his name was Jace. Sounds like a boy who breaks hearts and ignores texts. You always sneak into races? I asked, only when the driver is sexy. He winked. I should have told him to get lost. Instead, I handed him a bottle of water. Stay out of sight, I said. You get caught. I never saw you. He smirked again. You're already seeing a lot of me, Mason. Lord, help me.
He was trying so hard to be chill. But I could see it. Every time I moved, his eyes followed. Like my hips had a built-in GPS and his pupils were locked on. Relax, I said. I'm not here to ruin your race. You're distracting, he muttered. Thank you. That wasn't a compliment. I smiled. Still taking it. Mason was so serious. Strong jaw, arms folded, eyes sharp. But when I made him smile. Magic. And when I caught him staring lower than my face. Jackpot. Wanna grab food after? I asked. He hesitated. You're 7 years younger. Not illegal. I didn't say it was. I stepped closer. Then stop pretending you don't like what you see. He didn't answer. But he didn't walk away either.
I should have walked away. I should have focused on the race. But instead, I let him pull me behind the stairs, where the sound of engines couldn't drown out my bad decisions. Jace was too close, too smug, too knowing. I won't bite, he whispered, unless you want me to. Cocky little. And then he kissed me. Hard, hot, hands sliding under my fire suit like he had done this before, like he knew I wouldn't stop him. The way his body pressed against mine, tight, electric, absolutely reckless. I should have been the one in control. I was older, wiser, supposedly. Instead, I let him take the lead. And damn, did he take it. Time blurred. The world narrowed. Just heat, hands, mouths, and a lot of decisions I couldn't undo. Then it was over. Jay stepped back, licking his lips, looking way too pleased with himself. Me? I was leaning against the wall, feeling wrecked, drained, boneless, like he had siphoned all my damn energy and left me for dead before I even got behind the wheel. I wiped my mouth, breathing hard. You're a menace. He grinned. You're welcome. I needed a nap.
I don't like to brag. Okay, I love to brag. Mason looked done. Like I had hit the turbo boost on his soul and drained his fuel tank dry. He ran a hand through his hair, still panting. I have a race, Jace. Better buckle up, I teased. You're looking a little weak in the knees. He shot me a look, but I saw it. The smirk. The way he adjusted his suit, like he was trying to pull himself together. I leaned in, voice low. Good luck out there, hot shot. Then I walked away, leaving him standing there, dazed. Game. Set. Match.
I barely made it through the race. My crew kept asking if I was tired. I said I didn't sleep well. The truth? I was still thinking about his mouth, his hands, that smug look after he left me wrecked behind the stairs. And now, post-race chaos was everywhere, cheering, flashing lights, interviews. But I wasn't thinking about the trophy. I was thinking about him. I scanned the crowd. No sign of Jace. Just when I thought he'd ghosted, I spotted him near the fence, walking away like he hadn't just turned my world upside down 2 hours ago. I took off after him. Hey! I called. He turned, blue eyes shining, lips curved like he knew I'd come looking. You miss me already? He teased. I stopped in front of him, still catching my breath. You really gonna leave without saying anything? I figured I said plenty earlier. He smirked. That damn smirk. I wanted to wipe it off him. With my mouth. I want a rematch. I said, tonight. Oh, he raised an eyebrow. Round 2. Yeah, you owe me. I need to prove I'm not always the one left wrecked. Jay stepped closer, inches from my lips. You sure you're ready for me this time? I'm more than ready. He leaned in, slow, soft, but with that same spark from before, and kissed me. It wasn't rushed. It wasn't for show. It was a promise. When he pulled back, he whispered, pick me up after sunset and bring snacks. I'll probably need to refuel. Then he turned and walked away. I stood there, heart thudding, watching him disappear in the crowd. Round 2 was on the way, and I planned on winning this one.
I didn't expect him to come looking for me. Honestly, I thought I'd freaked him out a little. Left him too breathless, too rattled. So after the race, I figured I'd slip out. Quiet. Cool. Maybe a little dramatic. But I barely made it 10 steps toward the exit before I heard, hey. I turned. There he was. Mason. Helmet off, hair messy, eyes locked on me like I was the only person on earth. My stomach did this annoying little flip. You miss me already? I said, trying to keep it breezy. He looked like he wanted to kiss me and throw me into a wall at the same time. In a good way. You really gonna leave without saying anything? He asked. I shrugged. I figured I said plenty earlier. God, he looked good. Sweaty, rumpled, still a little flushed. When he said, "I want a rematch," I raised a brow. "Round 2. He nodded, dead serious. "Yeah. You owe me. I need to prove I'm not always the one left wrecked." Oh, I loved that. I loved that. I stepped close enough to taste his breath. "You sure you're ready for me this time?" He smirked, and that's when I knew I had him. So I gave him a kiss. Slow. Deep. Like I was signing my name across his lips. When I pulled back, I whispered, "Pick me up after sunset. And bring snacks. I'll probably need to refuel." Then I turned and walked away. But I could feel him watching. Just how I wanted it.
I pulled up the motel around 7, snacks in a bag, and my stomach in knots. Knocked once. He opened the door shirtless, hair wet from a shower, eyes like a storm. "Took you long enough," he said. "Traffic." I lied. I just needed an extra 10 minutes to talk myself out of turning the car around. Didn't work. He grabbed the bag, peeking inside. Ooh, sour candy and chocolate pretzels. You do know how to treat a guy. I stepped in, closed the door behind me. "I'm not here to feed you," I said. "No." He tossed the bag onto the bed. "Then what are you here for, Mason?" I didn't answer. I just kissed him. And this time, I made sure he was the one breathless.
We didn't leave the room till after midnight. We watched trash TV, ate all the candy, and somewhere between the second bag of pretzels and my second yawn, I curled up next to him on the bed like it was the most normal thing in the world. He let me. Didn't pull away. Didn't ask questions. Just ran his fingers through my hair while I fell asleep on his chest. This wasn't what I expected. It was better. And maybe, just maybe, there'd be a round 3.